When it comes to investing, there is a very specific, almost architectural blueprint for building wealth. The thing is, most people are just winging it, and it's costing them a fortune. Today, we're going to lay out that exact blueprint piece by piece.
Oh man, that quote just hits so hard, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that chaotic energy. You hear about some hot new stock, and you just get this massive FOMO. The temptation to just dive in is real. It feels like you're playing a game, but you forget that this isn't a casino. It's your future. Exactly. And getting away from that slot machine mindset is what this is all about. This isn't just some list of tips. This is the actual architectural plan for building your financial house. We're going to start by looking at why most people's structures collapse, and then we'll get to work, pouring the foundation, framing the house with the absolute strongest materials, and then, finally, building for real growth. Okay, so first things first, we have to talk about the wrong way to do this. I want you to picture trying to fill a bucket that has huge holes in the bottom. That's what it's like investing when you have high interest debt or zero savings. You're pouring money in the top while it's gushing out the bottom. You're not getting anywhere. And this number right here, this is the hole in the bucket, 22%. Wait, is that for real? The average? That's insane. Think about that for a second. You would need to earn a guaranteed 22% return on your investments after tax just to break even. It's a guaranteed loss that no investment can reliably beat. You're starting the race a lap behind. Right. And that leads to the question that is on literally everyone's mind. You hear that number, but you also see the market going crazy and you think, but I'm missing out. This is the fastest way to get ahead. It feels like paying off debt is the slow, boring, responsible path, while everyone else is getting rich quick.
And that feeling is totally understandable, but it's a trap. Because before you can build a skyscraper, you have to pour a massive concrete foundation. And this boring stuff, this is what makes the exciting skyscraper possible. These first two steps aren't about getting rich. They are about one thing: preventing financial disaster.
And here they are, the two non-negotiables. First, you build a safety net. This is what keeps a surprise car repair from turning into a full-blown crisis that forces you to sell your investments at the absolute worst time. Second, you stop the bleeding. You stop handing over that ridiculous 22% interest to the credit card companies. These are not suggestions.
And check out the impact of that safety net. Just having $2,000 saved, just $2,000, increases your sense of financial well-being by 21%. That's not life-changing money, but it proves the point, right? This isn't just about cash, it's about the peace of mind. It's the psychological freedom to make smart long-term choices instead of panic short-term ones.
So for that second step, eliminating debt, this is your most powerful weapon. It's called the debt avalanche. It's simple. You list out all your debts, you pay the minimum on everything, but then you throw every extra cent you have at the one with the highest interest rate, that 22% monster. Mathematically, there is no faster or cheaper way to get out of debt, period.
Okay, the foundation is poured and solid. Now we get to start framing the house. And this next phase, this is where it gets really interesting. This is all about finding what we call the smartest money. These are the closest things to a guaranteed win you will ever find in the world of finance.
A 100% return, guaranteed. Come on, that sounds like a scam. It's not. It's your employer's 401k match. If they match your contributions dollar for dollar, that is an instant, risk-free, 100% return on your money. This is literally free money. It is the one and only thing that you should do even before you've paid off all your high-interest debt. Not getting your full match is like setting a pile of cash on fire every year.
All right, so once you've grabbed every penny of that free money, the next tool is an IRA. And the big decision here is simple: traditional or Roth. It all boils down to one question: when do you want to pay the taxes, now or later? So it's really a bet on your future self, right? If you think you're in your peak earning years now, traditional makes sense. But if you're just starting out and you expect your income to go way up, go Roth. Pay the taxes now while you're in a lower bracket.
Now, if the 401k match is free money, the Health Savings Account, or HSA, is basically a financial cheat code. Just look at this. Let me get this straight. The money goes in tax-free, it grows completely tax-free, and you can take it out tax-free for medical stuff? That's the holy trinity of investing. Nothing else does this. If you are eligible for an HSA, it is hands down the most powerful retirement account in existence.
Okay, so let's take a breath. The foundation is solid. The frame is built with the strongest, smartest materials available. Now it's time to finish the job. This is where we max out those powerful retirement accounts, and then, and only then, do we finally move into the Wild West of regular, taxable investing.
Whoa, hold on. Just look at that chart. Over 30 years, that's almost $250,000 difference. That's a house. All because of taxes? Yep, it's called tax drag. In a regular brokerage account, every year you're paying taxes on dividends, on capital gains. It's a tiny leak that, over time, drains a massive amount of your returns. This visual right here is why you max out those other accounts first. It's the difference between a good retirement and a truly incredible one.
All right, we have walked through every stage of construction. Now it's time to unroll the final completed blueprint. This is it. This is the smartest order to invest your money from the bedrock all the way to the roof. So here it is, all together. Step 1, you build your financial moat with an emergency fund. Step 2, you slay the high-interest debt dragon. Step 3, you take the free money from your employer, no excuses. Then, you shelter as much as you can from taxes, starting with an IRA and that superstar HSA. Then you go back and finish maxing out your 401k. And only when all of that is done do you finally move on to a taxable brokerage account. See how each step builds on the last? It's strong. It's secure.
And that's the key. When you follow this blueprint, you are building your future on solid rock, while almost everyone else is trying to build on sand. You're not gambling, you're engineering. The plan is right here in front of you. Your future self is going to be so grateful you took the time to do this right. The only question left is, where on this blueprint are you going to start today?